Guys, welcome back to another video. Please remember to subscribe, hit the like button for more content of sports. And this we're going to talk about playoff contentions for the NFC. A lot of moving parts, a lot of big things happened. The Eagles got their first loss. So let's talk about the playoff contention and what could potentially change in the playoffs. So right now, guys, in the number 15th spot, the Chicago Bears. Right now, the Chicago Bears are 4th in the NFC North with a 3-7 record. Going down 2 spots, I don't know how confident I am in the Bears to be competitive here. But now that the Chicago Bears offense is literally running around Justin Fields, maybe that could start to change up a momentum, but who really knows there, right? Now, number 15, the New Orleans Saints, going down 4 spots, 4th in the NFC South. The Saints right now, they're not looking good offensively. There's so many huge question marks. It just gives me a headache thinking about the Saints right now. So let's move on. Number 14, going up 2 spots, the Carolina Panthers. They're no longer the worst team in the NFC or the NFL entirely. They've started to pick up some pace, right? With a 3-7 record, 3rd in the NFC South. You know, we'll talk about this division, because this division with the Saints and the Falcons and the Bucks, it's pretty interesting. It's going to be pretty darn tight, and it's going to come down to the very end of the season. Mark my words. Number 13, the Los Angeles Rams. Okay, with a 3-6 record, they're 4th in the NFC West. They just lost a huge battle to the Cardinals. Guys, this offense right now needs help. The defense is pretty solid, but the offense needs a lot of help. If they could start to put up points, then maybe the Rams could be very dangerous and scary for the rest of the season. Detroit Lions going up 3 spots. They're 3rd in the NFC North, 3-6 record. The Lions, guys, they're starting to maybe click and find a groove. So let's talk about that a little bit later on in the video, right? Number 11, the Arizona Cardinals going up 2 spots after beating the Rams. Their 4-6 record, 3rd in the NFC West, and Kyler Murray didn't even play. It was Colt McCoy, the backup, that actually pulled out that win. That's kind of shows you how little of an offense the Rams have, or maybe that's how good Colt McCoy is, right? We don't really know as of yet. Number 10, the Atlanta Falcons going down 2 spots, 2nd in the NFC South with a 4-6 record. The Falcons right now, they're basically have the same offense as the Bears. They run around the quarterback and they primarily run, if you want to call it that, or they try to run. Marcus Mariota, it's not a good thrower. They heavily rely on the run game and their defense. Number 9, the Packers. So the Packers, guys, they actually went up 3 spots with a 4-6 record, 2nd in the NFC North. I don't think they're going to win the division, but they could sneak into the 7th spot and basically be in the playoffs. So the Packers are pretty much alive after snapping a 5-game losing streak. Aaron Rodgers just needs to trust his receivers just a little bit more, and they could sneak into this playoffs. Number 8, the Washington Commanders, 5-5 record, 4th in the NFC East, giving the Eagles their first loss of the season. Now, the AFC has a competitive division, and the NFC, this is their competitive division, okay? Washington, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. But maybe, who knows, all 4 of them could be in the playoff contention, because number 8, Washington Commanders are right there in the bubble. Number 7, the San Francisco 49ers, 2nd in the NFC West. Right now, they're behind the Seattle Seahawks. This is their division, right? The 49ers, this is their division. I do believe they'll probably push and maybe win the division, and maybe the Seahawks will probably end up at 6 or 7 in the playoffs. This offense is pretty dynamic, so we'll see how that goes in the upcoming weeks. Number 6, the Dallas Cowboys. They just lost to the Packers on a very close battle. They're 3rd in the NFC East with a 6-3 record. I just hope the Cowboys don't lose at the very end of the season like they always do every year. The New York Giants going up 1 spot with a 7-2 record, 2nd in the NFC East. Guys, the Giants, they're a huge threat in my opinion. Saquon Barkley rushed for more than 30 times, more than 150 yards. Barkley is the huge pivotal point for the Giants. If he gets injured or something happens to him, the Giants are in trouble. I don't rely on their passing game at all. Their defense is pretty darn good, but if Saquon Barkley gets hurt, it's over for the Giants, in my opinion. Number 4, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 5-5 record, 1st in the NFC South. They just beat the Seahawks at a huge win over there in Germany. Congrats. It's very revolutionary, in my opinion. Tom Brady is back to 500. After being below 500 for 2 games, now he's back to 500. Are the Tampa Bay Bucks back to their winning ways? We have to see that. Number 3, the Seattle Seahawks, 6-4, 1st in the NFC West. Again, this is not their division to win. It's the Niners division to win. But this could be the biggest upset in the division. If the Seattle Seahawks could pull this off, right now they have about a game and a half over the Niners. The Seahawks, I'm not too worried about them. I do think they'll make the playoffs. I just don't know if they'll be in the top of the division at the end of the year. Number 2, the Minnesota Vikings. Come on, man. If you guys did not see the Bills-Vikings game, go back and watch those highlights. incredible game. So it basically was from a movie. 8-win record, first in the NFC North. They're basically competing for the #1 team in the NFL versus the Eagles. That's going to be huge and tough to see what happens in the next upcoming weeks. And #1, Philadelphia Eagles. Come on, man. The best team in the NFL right now. 8-1 record, first in the NFC East. They just got their first loss, but I'm not too worried about that. It's going to be very competitive. I don't know. It's too close to tell right now in this division who is going to win that division, but they will make the playoffs in my opinion. Now, here at the NFC South, you can see the Buccaneers, Falcons, Panthers, Saints. This is pretty close, okay? For all these divisions that we talked about, this is probably the closest division that there is, right? The Bucs are only ahead of the Falcons 1 game. The Panthers and the Saints, he's only ahead 2 games, so it could be a toss-up if something happens to the Bucs. Who knows? They just won 2 straight. Maybe the Bucs offense just found something, right? Now, the NFC North, this is clearly the Vikings division to win, okay? I don't think they're going to lose this spot. I think they're going to win this division, be top 4 at least. The Packers are probably might sneak in. The Lions and the Bears, I don't have too much confidence in, my personal opinion. But for sure, the Vikings are going to win this division. Come on, man. Next, the NFC West, like I said, this is the Niners division. If they don't win it, the Seahawks probably pulled off an incredible upset with the Niners offense. Come on, it's very dynamic, very versatile. So if they don't win this division, I mean, why did they give up so much for CMC? You know, that's what I'm getting at. But again, they're only behind the Seahawks 1 game, so they have a good shot at this, okay? So, and the toughest division in football, guys, the NFC East, Eagles, Giants, Cowboys. That is tough. This is a toss-up right now. As you can see here, this game, this division could potentially change at any given moment. Eagles are only ahead 1 game against the Giants, 2 against the Cowboys, and 3 against the Commanders. Or the Giants are only behind 1 game, where the Cowboys are behind 2 games. So the next 6 weeks or next 4 weeks, whenever these top 3-4 teams play, the division games are going to be very, very critical. So they would have to win and basically win out. So that's basically how everything is in the NFC. Let me know what you guys think. Is your team in this playoff spot right now? And if not, what do they have to do in order to make the playoffs? Please remember to subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe down to the channel. See you guys next time. Peace out and bye.